Good afternoon. Welcome to my Saturday morning update on the Food and Beverage Support Forum on LinkedIn. I'm going to publicize this on LinkedIn as well as within the forum, so it's for both audiences. Nevertheless, I really appreciate and value you taking the time to listen to this video update. It's been a bit of a week. The forum is growing quite nicely. We now have over 3,000 members, and we started just under 3 weeks ago. We're doing quite well, I think. We had a few activities go on this week, which I would take you through in the next few steps. In the meantime, I would like to encourage you to continue to tell your friends and colleagues if you're a member of the forum. I'd also like you to consider joining if you're not already a member of the Food and Beverage Support Forum. So without further ado, I will just take you through what's been going on this week. So if we take a look at what we did this week, we had the survey results in. This was really quite interesting. We discovered that from the survey that approximately 60% of the people in the forum, members of the forum, have been working in hospitality for 15 years or more. And we also discovered that approximately 95%, I think it was just slightly under, of leaders in this forum are in GM positions or above or equivalent to. So I think this goes to summarize that the forum has a lot of quality individuals, a lot of expertise. We fell short on a couple of things. We don't have enough people who are not in the hospitality industry in the forum, which we would like to see to help give us that opportunity to try and come up with solutions from a different mindset and perspective. And the other thing is that we found was that there seemed to be some subjects in the survey that we expected people to want to hear from or hear about, and it seems that they didn't. And these were things around hygiene, food safety, security, and so on, financial, etc. Anyway, we came to the conclusion that this must be very well covered in the industry, and because of the length of service that people in work in hospitality, they're experts. And on that point, we're encouraging everybody in the forum who considers themselves to do an expert to share their opinion, their content in the forum. Even create your own blogs, your own videos, etc. for the forum itself. It would be greatly appreciated, and people can learn from you, because this forum is about learning from each other, sharing, and helping us come up with solutions for our wonderful industry. We also did a video on Microsoft Teams. We want to use this to try and thread conversations better. The thing is with LinkedIn, although it's a good platform in terms of finding people in our industry, to try and have conversations is very difficult in a thread way, and we want to improve that. And we'd also like, to keep some topics, sort of the conversations in a more of a private situation, and then the outcomes of those can be shared back in the forum. This way we can put some quality options and decisions and choices out there that means that people can discuss and they haven't put themselves at risk in terms of their employers. So not that we think people will share content that they shouldn't, it's more that we don't want to risk that sort of situation. Also, what we covered, if I can just find the slide just here, I'll just open it up. What you can see here also, we shared that in this forum that now we have grown the support team. We have myself, who's the original, I guess, idea person and put it together originally. Then I was supported fairly shortly afterward by Ed Francis from Rebel. We have Martin Jones, who's supporting us, an ex-vice president of food and beverage for luxury and many other hotel companies, very experienced man. We have Alec Howard, who's the founder of Planet Food, and he's done a couple of videos for us. We have Alexander Mele, an IT specialist, especially around hotel software, has his own company. We have Dan Popadic, my close colleague and good friend from MEA and Eastern Europe. We have Catherine Mele, a very, very experienced executive. And we also, if I can just go back there, we also have Alison Stiles from Grace Hotels, who has kindly agreed to join us as well. And Peter Lewis, who is an operations IT director in the Middle East and has self-order, self-pay software and some IT infrastructure. And we also have Renee, who's head of international accounts from Julius Meinl. So we just wanted to share that team with you, just so that you could see it had expanded beyond myself. And I think this will mean that we will have better content, more information, better support. And I think it will also strategically for the forum, it will help it go in a more broader perspective and obviously appeal to a greater number of people. We also heard this week of quite a few wonderful restaurants across the world. I just highlighted this one because I felt it was quite sad. It's 50 years old, this restaurant, based in Hong Kong. And yeah, it was a noodle restaurant, Hop Hing Noodle Car, and basically they needed a rent reduction. The landlord wasn't willing to or couldn't. I don't know what that situation is, which meant that they had to close. And in the meantime, the landlord gave the property to somebody else. Nevertheless, it brings this 50-year-old restaurant to an end. And this is because of the global situation right now with COVID-19. And of course, being in Hong Kong, he was also impacted with the demonstrations that have been going there. But it's very sad to see these type of restaurants closing, because these are the restaurants where we get a lot of creativity and innovation. We also had a further, I'm going to say, latest thoughts by Alec Howard. I think he couldn't resist but talking about his hair again, I think, in this video, but more importantly, has some great things to tell you and share with you. And you should definitely come to the forum and listen. Don't want to spoil it, but yeah, come and listen to Alec. We also had an article from Daniel Balud, which was fascinating. He really feels that companies should, this is large corporations and companies, I would say the likes of Amazon and companies like this, Microsoft, etc., should be sponsoring and helping small businesses. And I couldn't agree more. I think, you know, when all of this ends, we know that the governments will take care of the corporates. They always do. It's the little guys that they don't make it so easy for. And these are the guys we should be heading to when things start to ease up from the lockdowns. We also, and really truly, I'm grateful for this. This was shared with us. This was the Black Sheep restaurants. They shared with us their standard operating practice COVID-19 play workbook. Truthfully, this has got to be some of the best creative work I've seen coming out of a restaurant group in a long time. There's always a fine balance between making it boring and full of words and in almost like a policy. And I think they've done quite a nice balance in there. So that's there for you to look at and see if you can benefit from that. We also heard from Peter Tata. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Talking about hotels and how they organize weddings, and really the impact and how hotels can handle that situation. So he's looking for some advice, and it would be great if people could share information. We also have Loy Hao talking about Bangkok and what they have put in place, which was quite interesting. We can see here, you know, only outdoor restaurants allowed to operate, temperature screening a must, hand sanitizer a must, distance between tables 1.5 meters, no self-cooking. This is the grilling, the barbecue, like the Korean barbecue type thing. No buffet lines, no alcohol, toilets to be cleaned every hour, and so on. So it's really worth coming in to see what's going on in Bangkok. Also from Vincent Gullion, we had the conversation about uniforms. Will they change in the future? It's quite interesting. And of course, buffets. And we even had some comments actually on buffets from Deason, from Jorg, who says that he's going to come back and give us an update on what's going on there. So I've only really just touched a few of the topics that we have discussed in the forum, and I would like you to join the forum if you're not already a member. And remember, we have a great team, good communication, lots of questions, lots of answers, and we want you to be part of this. Thank you for listening to the update. I hope you found it useful and enjoyable. And with that, I wish you a wonderful week ahead, and I hope to see you in the forum. Take care. Bye for now.